Yeah, we're at the track covering the Sport of Kings coming up this week. Jamaica's Horse of the Year and Runner-Up Horse of the Year both toppled in Saturday's feature as Jason DaCosta's 4-year-old colt makes a factual statement about handicaps in thoroughbred racing. A rare dead heat in Sunday's main event at Caymanas Park. A look ahead to the Sandy Lane Barbados Gold Cup. The post-position draw confirming an intriguing 9-horse field for this esteemed 9-furlong run. A thrilling finish to the Saudi Cup, the world's richest horse race, shown live on SportsMax last Saturday. Plus the usual weekly stats on Caribbean success on the North American continent. Our opening story from Jamaica. Saturday's Chairman's Trophy race was the weekend's big attraction. Only 5 horses for the 7.5 furlong run, but serving up an early season clash between Atomica, the Horse of the Year back-to-back seasons now, and the US-bred Horse of the Year runner-up, Rough Entry, out for the first time since his brilliant win in December's Mute Mile. Atomica in the 2 box, the even money second favourite. Dane Dawkins up for trainer Gary Sabrati. Number 5, Rough Entry, the 4-5 favourite, with Shamari Muir in the saddle for Florida-based trainer Rowan Crichton. Good betting support too at 3-1 for Is That a Fact? The 4-horse with only 101 pounds in his back, compared to Rough Entry with 126 pounds and Atomica 115. Ace commentator Brad Rickman picks them up down the backstretch, with the fancied entries bunched on a pace that went splits of 23-4 by 46-3 by 111 and 1/5.
The filly Atomica. There goes Rough Entry on the outside. Is That a Fact? Gets the run against the rail, and these 3 abreast as they charge toward the half mile. Neostar needs to find 3 or 4 lengths to get to them, and Rainsville needs help as they leave the half mile and come spinning away now toward the 7/16th. Rough Entry and Is That a Fact now go on. Atomica, the filly, has faded. Neostar is racing further back in 4th, and last of all remains Rainsville as they're about to arrive at the 5/16th, and it is the Mute Mile winner, a Rough Entry, who has taken charge. Is That a Fact now trying to run him down, but Rough Entry looks strong at the moment. Is That a Fact with the lightweight now asked to close upon the rail. Atomica is trying to fight back, but it is a Rough Entry and Shamari Muir who have that lead. Is That a Fact now coming on the outside with a tremendous kick? It is Rough Entry under a drive. Here is That a Fact with the lightweight, and Is That a Fact now snatches the lead in the Chairman's Trophy. Rough Entry can't answer the late kick of Is That a Fact? Is That a Fact? And Jordan Barrett take the Chairman's Trophy.
There is a saying in horse racing that weight will stop a train, and that's kind of what happened here as the lightly weighted 4-year-old colt, Is That a Fact, finishes best here on the outside, toppling Atomica and Rough Entry, both voted recently Jamaica's best horses for 2023. Favourably carrying a weight 25 pounds lighter than Rough Entry and 14 pounds below Atomica, Is That a Fact flourished in those conditions. But winning jockey Jordan Barrett said getting past the front-running Mute Mile winner Rough Entry past the 8th pole had its challenges.
I was a little bit worried because he was like drifting over when he saw me coming, so I was like, is my horse going to back up or what? But I continue sticking my left hand and continue riding.
7 lifetime wins now in 13 starts. Champion owner Carlton Watson's Is That a Fact, scoring by 2 1/4 lengths over Atomica and Rough Entry third. 1 minute 32 and 1/5 of a second. The fastest 7.5 furlong Chairman's Trophy win this since She's a Man-Eater's 132 flat in 2019. Winning trainer Jason DaCosta knew, in spite of the odds, his lightly weighted colt had a chance against the big guns.
I thought I had a really good shot. I'm running against 2 very good horses, so and there's always a doubt, but I thought I had a really good shot at the handicaps and the way he's been training.
DaCosta had a great shot at the weekend feature race double, his Mamma Mia, last year's champion 3-year-old filly, an odds-on favourite in Sunday's Alan E. Billy Williams Memorial Trophy, run in honour of the 3-time Jamaica champion trainer and Hall of Fame inductee, and Carlton Watson's filly looking strong down the backstretch.
Mamma Mia continues to lead. Captain Calico now chasing, just needs to find 2 lengths to get to the leader. Atlantic Convoy is 4.5 lengths back and running in third, followed by Further and Beyond as they slip past the 3. 4 more to the head. Cornerstone, Freedom Street now making ground on the rail. Money Monster in behind them, then Gilbert, and Forget Fly, Messenger Fly as the field come thundering into the top of the lane. They're at the quarter pole. Mamma Mia drifting off a true line. Captain Calico looks to have got a bounce on the outside. Atlantic Convoy is running getting on the rail. Freedom Street, rather further and beyond, in between horses, and now further and beyond begins to challenge Mamma Mia. Here is Atlantic Convoy charging upon the rail. These three locked together as they drive inside the final 16, further and beyond Mamma Mia and Atlantic Convoy in a drive to the line, further and beyond, and gone by with Atlantic Convoy too close to call.
Inseparable at the finish, further and beyond on the outside with ex-champion jockey Chris Mamdine, leading rider Tevin Foster closer to the rail. Further and beyond, second career dead heat finish this after his controversial shearing of the Kingston victory with Miniature Man in May 2021. As it usually is in these situations, neither rider nor the grooms, Peter Hemley and Gregory Alexander, sure of the victory as they parade in front of the stands awaiting the verdict. In the end, the photo finish cameras can't separate them. The 2021 Horse of the Year, Further and Beyond, owned by Guyanese Vikram Odit and trained by Donovan Hutchinson at 8-1 odds. In a dead heat, his joint winner with Solomon Sharp's 7-1 bet, Atlantic Convoy, trained by Patrick Lynch. For the Alan E. Billy Williams Memorial Feature, the favourite Mamma Mia further 3 lengths back in third, 1:26 and 4/5, the winning time for 7 furlongs. What a race. Sandy Lane Gold Cup Day is one of the biggest, not just sporting days, but biggest days period on the Barbados national calendar of events. And it comes up this weekend at the Garrison Savannah. The post position draw placing the 9 starters in their designated boxes for the 9th furlong showdown with a massive purse of $214,000 Barbados dollars. One of the most eye-catching aspects of this Sandy Lane Gold Cup, the world-famous names involved, multiple Eclipse Award US champion trainers Todd Pletcher and Chad Brown, both having starters here. Pletcher's Jerry the Nipper, the 5-2 morning line favourite, has the Barbadian great Patrick Husbands in the saddle from the outside 9 box. Brown's portfolio company is in post position 5 with Antonia Bishop aboard. Barbadian ace trainer Saffie Joseph Jr., current undisputed champion at Florida's Gulfstream Park, has 2 entries, number 2 Spy Novel and France-bred number 6 Cash Equity. Both, like portfolio company and Jerry the Nipper, are multiple winners in the USA. The field completed by Pat Sewing Machine, winner of the Coolmore Home of Champions race earlier this month in the 1 box. Number 3, last year's 4th place finisher in the Gold Cup, Renaissance Frolic. Number 4, So Suave, who was 3rd last year. Number 7, Bodie Tap, 2nd in the 2020 Gold Cup. And number 8, Brilliant News, who was 5th last year. It's the 8th race on Saturday's card with a local time of 5:50 p.m. Meanwhile, the second Santa Rosa Park meet for 2024 in Trinidad and Tobago comes up Saturday, and there's the field for the Chief Commander Classic Feature. 3 entries for champion trainer John O'Brien, including the 2-horse Uncle Raj, and there is also a winner on debut, number 6 El Rey Sanjay, for trainer Lester Alexis. Now, I told you last week that the Barbadian trainer Saffie Joseph Jr. was just days away from achieving 1,000 wins in North American horse racing, and that he achieved on Sunday at Gulfstream Park, where he is a reigning champion and current leader at the Florida racetrack. The milestone came in Sunday's maiden claiming 10th race, where Joseph started the favourite Palace Zip at 5-2 odds. A first-timer, not the best out of the starting gates, but settled comfortably off the pace by champion jockey Edgar Zas in 6th spot. This Saffie's only starter for the day.
Up front, it's Kozanka, in front by almost a length. Madonina latched on to her 2nd. Moving into 3rd now, that's Mia More. Out 3 wide goes Raina Mar. At the rail and driven, Uptown Cat. Then moving up on the outside in Palace Zip with Melody's Kiss, hunting room between. Now the trailer again, Miss Terra Sensol. Around the far turn they go. 4 wide. Raina Mar making a move big time now. And quickening right with her is Mia More. Loose for the drive. Palace Zip underway in a big way. On her back is Melody's Kiss as they reach the top of the stretch. The first timer, Palace Zip, trying to give Saffie that career milestone. She turns for home on top. From 2nd, it's Raina Mar. At the inside, it's Mia More. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. From the outside, Palace Zip has the lead. Raina Mar runs right back at her with a 16th to go. Palace Zip almost there. Raina Mar trying to get back to her. Palace Zip, Raina Mar. It's Palace Zip for the Barbados powerhouse Saffie Joseph Jr. to win 3/4 of a length.
A moment he describes as amazing. Saffie Joseph achieves 1,000 wins in the USA since arriving in Florida from Barbados in 2011. The 37-year-old has compiled horses earnings of over $44.6 million US dollars, a solid 88 stakes wins, and has won 8 consecutive titles at Gulfstream Park. And finally, it was described as the best ever field assembled for the Saudi Cup, the world's richest horse race at 20 million US dollars. It was live on SportsMax, and what a race it was. 14 world-class thoroughbreds in the 9th furlong run, many of them still in with a shot coming off the final bend. And can you believe it? It's this horse, Senor Buscador, in about 10th place, that would quicken for the win. Check it out.
Saudi Crown, who has the advantage from National Treasure. Ushbartasoro from a mile back continues to stay on. Also staying on strongly is Senor Buscador. Out in front, Saudi Crown with 150 metres to last. Still has the lead. National Treasure, Ushbartasoro late on the scene and right down the outside. Senor Buscador, the lead is taken by Ushbartasoro, but right on the line.
No sooner than Ushbartasoro snatches the late lead comes Senor Buscador to take it from him on the Florida-based Venezuelan jockey Junior Alvarado.
It was unbelievable because, you know, the horse that finished second passed me by the 5-16 pole, and I thought he couldn't keep up with them. So I was like, well, maybe a third or fourth would be good, you know. And then all of a sudden, you know, in the 8 pole, you can feel it how he's going after the horse. I'm like, come on, boy, keep going. And I mean, he just, like you say, he just all hard going down to the wire.
The 6-year-old horse Senor Buscador wins a Saudi Cup thriller by a head at the King Abdulaziz racecourse in Riyadh, coming off second place finishes in 2 massive races, the Cigar Mile in December and last month's Pegasus World Cup, scoring a 16-1 upset win for trainer Todd Fincher. He went 149.50 for the mile and an 8th trip. A shout out before we go to the connections of the Guyana 2023 Horse of the Year, Spankhurst, the 6-year-old gelding with a fine win in Sunday's Mashramani meet feature at the Rising Sun Turf Club in West Berbice. Our usual weekly tally of wins now for Caribbean men in the USA. I've counted 14 since our last show. Among them, the Barbadian jockey Rocco Boyne with 3 wins at Oakland Park. The Jamaican trainers Jason DaCosta and Ricardo Bailey both won at Mahoning Valley, and there was a Barbados combination winning at New York's Aqueduct racetrack, the jockey Elijah Greenidge scoring for the Barbadian trainer Ricardo Legal. We've been at the track covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.